Paula Badosa stuns Coco Gauff as she upsets her in the quarterfinal match, making her first ever Grand Slam semifinal appearance. Will she take on her best friend, Arena Sabalenka? We'll see. As always, this video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use. We're in Australia, the fair dealing in the digital Millennium Act. But first, a message for Coco Gauff as we have a ton of subscribers here, a ton of fans of Coco Gauff that come to the channel. We all love Coco. We just want to say congratulations for playing an amazing tournament. Congratulations on 11 matches won in a row. Congratulations on winning 22 out of 24 matches coming into this match. Congratulations on setting another record, being one of only a handful of ladies, including Serena Williams, to start multiple seasons winning 9 matches in a row. Take time in, celebrate your previous 2 titles. That's right. You're the reigning WTA champion, your United Cup victory with Team USA, and have a break, relax. But we just want to say thank you for your hard work and dedication, all the things we don't get to see, the blood, sweat, and tears, continuously working. Coco talked about how, if in case you don't know, Candy, Coco's mom, was a track star. So Coco talked about how she put in all this hard work just running, 300 meters, 400 meters, 800 meters, just running all of these miles around the track to make sure her stamina is amazing. And Caroline Wozniacki, who's just a classy player, she's a classy person. She said Coco Gauff, not only does she have the best backhand on tour, but when you play her, she's in such amazing shape. She's physically fit. She's going to make it a fight, and she's not going to give up, and it's going to be a battle. She's going to exhaust you. So thank you, Coco, for all the hard work you put in that we don't get to see to give us entertainment. Because at the end of the day, this is just a game. There's always only one winner. Serena Williams never won all of her matches. In fact, there's no player ever in the history of sports to go undefeated. Well, okay, unless you're Floyd Mayweather. He's just something else. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're thankful for Coco to give us this entertainment. You're a once-in-a-lifetime generational talent, and there's always going to be one winner. You can't win them all. The conditions were rough today. Both ladies had to endure some very tough elements out there. The heat, just the humidity, the sun glaring down into your serve. And again, Coco, amazing tournament. We congratulate you. Get some rest. Get ready for the next tournament. And we just appreciate the ability to watch you play and show your greatness to the world. You're still young. You have plenty of time to win Grand Slams. Caroline Wozniacki would say this, and she's such a classy woman. She'd say, Coco, it's okay. It's only one winner. You're very young. You're only 20 years old. You have a lot more Grand Slams to play. So this day belongs to Paula Badosa. So we want to send just a big congratulations to Paula Badosa. I think she played an amazing match. And here's the thing. Let's talk some statistics in this match, right? So I felt Paula Badosa, and guys, what does this mean? Something about victory. I don't know. Anyone speak Spanish? Tell me what that means. So Paula Badosa, she played a very good first set, right? She set the tone. And this is where we're going to talk about stats. It's going to be a long video. This is where I am a little upset at Coco's coaches. So it was mentioned that, speaking to Coco's coaches, their game plan was to attack the forehand of Paula Badosa. I thought that was a mistake. Now, I didn't know that was their game plan until the pre-match when this was mentioned. Now, the previous videos I made regarding this match, I said specifically Coco should stay away from Paula Badosa's forehand because she wants to step up and hit winners. And I literally, watching Badosa's matches this tournament, I've seen her literally blast off like 50 winners with her forehand, stepping up, dropping bombs, and almost none of them were returned. Straight winners. And I'm saying to myself, Coco's got to stay away from the forehand. She doesn't want to get into a forehand battle with Badosa because it's not going to be a fair exchange of forehands. Paula Badosa is calculating these winners. She's literally tight roping the line, like I said a few videos ago, and she's blasting these angled winners to where you can't return them. She found her mojo. She found her swag. She found her shot, and it's working. And this is how tennis players get hot and go deep in tournaments. We saw Emma Raducanu do this in New York. She found her forehand And she won that tournament. We all know she has a great backhand, but she won that tournament with her forehand just on point, blasting winners. This is how players go deep in tournaments. They find their shot, they find their rhythm, and it's like throwing a rock into the ocean. You can't miss. And she was on point with the forehand. And to hear Coco's coaches, listen, Coco, if your team needs someone to watch film, look, I'm available, because I just Coco's job is to play. She's not watching film, guys. She's got to play. She's got to recover. She gets the advice from her advisors, and she goes out and executes it. If I were coaching Coco for this match, I would have said simply, find your backhand, play your game, problem solve, and have fun. I would not have implemented a game plan to attack Paula Badosa's forehand. No way on earth. I watched the film. I saw Paula Badosa, what she's been doing. So for her coaches to implement a game plan like that, it puzzles me. It really does, because we all know backhand for backhand. Caroline even said it. Coco's got the best backhand. You're gonna take Coco's backhand over anyone's backhand on tour. And here's another thing that frustrated me with this match. And and look, like, I don't want to, all right, I'm not going to say that. But listen, guys, here's the thing. Paula Badosa, I know her game. And Paula Badosa gets tired. She gets really tired. So not only am I telling Coco to go out there, have fun, get to your backhand, problem solve, but I'm telling Coco to force the issue, press the issue, work, make Paula Badosa work. Do not let her step up comfortably and hit winners. Make her work, make her uncomfortable, because Caroline said it best, and it was so beautiful to hear Caroline say, playing against Paula Badosa, she notices that if you make her work, if you continue to get balls back, she starts to break. Listen, guys, I've done so many videos on Paula Badosa where she just goes nutty. She gets angry. She starts talking in Spanish. She's slamming her racket. She's saying, all these Spanish words. Caroline is 100% correct. If I'm coaching Coco, I'm telling Coco, you need to wear her out. Listen, guys, did you watch this match in the second set? Right where Coco got the break back before she went down love 30, Paula Badosa was exhausted. Did you guys see how tired Paula Badosa was? She was out of breath. If Coco holds that service game, she wins the set. I guarantee you. If she would have held that service game, Paula Badosa was broken. That break gave her that second breath, that second wave of energy to hold on in that set. And it was still pretty shaky, because she should have ended it at 6-2. Coco broke back. And again, she broke back. That again gave Paula Badosa another service game, or actually two, to catch her breath. Paula Badosa was exhausted, guys. And I'm telling you, I'm disappointed. Coco's got a great team. I have nothing bad to say about them, right? They're doing great things. You can't win every match. We know that. But a game plan like this, scouting report, Paula Badosa gets tired. You don't want to play into her backhand, guys. I mean, you don't want to play into her forehand when she's striking the ball so well. She's a natural left-handed. Go attack the backhand, guys. Come on. I'm disappointed to hear that was the game plan. And especially when like I said, take Paula Badosa into 2 or 3 deep sets. She gets tired. Just watch her matches. She's breathing hard. She's tired. And then she starts doubting herself. The effort starts to lack. Oh man, this was tough to watch, because Coco played too safe in the first set. She came out the first service game looking good, but I just felt on the defense she really needed to press. But then again, when she did start the press, you saw the elements really affect Coco, the sun in her eyes, especially when the new balls. Every time they got new balls, Coco would hit wide and long. The conditions were horrible, and this is another thing that makes tennis such a challenging competitive sport, where you have to problem solve and be tough mentally, because the elements really affect how you play. If they had a 5th Grand Slam, and I think they should add a 5th one in China, right? We could make cuts and make that happen where it's just all indoor. Just have an all indoor site. You're not going to have any issue, because, you don't have to worry about the elements, the humidity. We saw what happens indoor where there's no elements. It's just tennis. You factor in everything that's going on here in Australia. These are by far, in my opinion, the worst conditions to play of any of the slams. Do you guys agree? I mean, by the time we get to the fall in New York, maybe there's a little bit of rain, but other than that, on Arthur Ashe, I mean, that's pretty beautiful to play in. I mean, Roland Garros. I mean, let's just be honest, guys. You got the roof, right? The climate control there. It's very sweet. That's why Iga plays so well in France. Like, I was in France. It's a beautiful arena. That is a beautiful arena to play in, right? And you look at Wimbledon on grass. That's probably the second most difficult, and I wouldn't say it's the first. I would definitely say Australia is the most difficult. Just the way the ball carries. Coco played most of her matches at night. Now she's got to play in day. Paula Badosa played most of her matches in day. She already know how the balls are handling, how to adjust, which shots she can hit, she can't make, which is why I'm telling you, if her forehand's hitting and it's like throwing a rock into the ocean, she can't miss. Why are you going to attack the forehand and have a forehand duel? I just thought that was a bad game plan. It's just if you're watching the film like I do, you see Paula Badosa's bread and butter this tournament's her forehand. She's hitting too many winners with her forehand, and I just felt, and Caroline even said this. This should be a backhand fight. You make this a backhand exchange. Why are you going to her forehand? She's clearly comfortable hitting the forehand. But I did feel Paula Badosa played well. Did you guys see that freaking lob, that freaking 12-foot lob that Coco returned? If I see 100 of them, that is the only one I've ever seen a player return. That was insane. Coco returned that, and she almost won the point before she hit long. Unreal, guys. The effort that Coco puts forth, she never gives up. It's just amazing, guys. I'm telling you, this is a special talent. Tough loss, it is, but you're not going to win all of them. And I mean, she's got to understand that. She's young, and I think she's realizing that now. And again, this channel, guys, we've been through the growing pains. There's a stretch here where there's just nothing but hate comments and disrespectful people coming here. Just finding, like, it always puzzles me how you sign up for your YouTube account 1 week ago or 2 days ago, and your focus is to find a Coco Gauff video and leave hate mail. Like, that makes no sense. Who does that? You know what I mean? That's like freaking crazy. But Paula Badosa, 79% of her first serves won in the first set. 1 for 3 on breakpoint opportunities. Coco couldn't get one. In the second set, Coco was 2 for 3, but Paula Badosa 4 for 7 on 3 for 7 on break points. That extra point closed the deal. Now, Coco should have won the second set, right? Because Badosa only won 47% of her first serves, but she did win 67% of her second serve. So what she didn't kind of make up get on the first serve, she got on the second. Coco lost 76% of her second serves. That's where Paula Badosa really stepped up. 25 unforced errors in the second set. The conditions, the new balls, the elements. Paula Badosa, I'm proud of how she played mentally. She really showed a lot of toughness because I'm telling you guys, she can lose her temper and she can snap. But I'm telling you, I saw how fatigued she was getting in that second set. This is where I think, just with how these the seating here in Australia is, it's tough to kind of get this message to Coco. And sometimes most players will pick up on it. But when you're down, there's a lot of elements. You're trying to problem solve. You're a little frustrated. Sometimes you might not pick up on this kind of stuff. And this is where you pay your coach the big bucks. I would have yelled at Coco, look, actually you couldn't, because that would have been a distraction. You get some type of warning or penalty. But when she's grabbing her towel and it's, there's no play, you have to get that message to Coco. Look, Paula Badosa is really tired. Let's change the game plan now. Just long rallies. Get balls back. She's tired. Stop being so aggressive. Let's tone it back a little bit because she's tired. Let's wear her out now. Now we want to wear her out. When she's tired, wear her out. Just get balls back. Get balls back. Play a little bit smarter. Now play a little bit more conservative because now we want to drag her into deep waters. We just want to drag her into deep waters, win this set, hold serve, win this set, because if we get to a third set, it's going to be a blowout. And I don't think Coco picked up on that. And that was right around when Coco broke back. It was 2-2. And before she went down, Paula Badosa was exhausted. You could see it in her body movement, her facial expressions. And I'm telling you guys, she gets very tired. But Paula Badosa got the job done, guys. Congratulations to her. And again, Coco fans, subscribers, nothing to be ashamed of, guys. She's still very young. I did my top teenage prospects list. Coco's 20 years old, guys. We have some 19-year-olds on there that have not even scratched the surface of what Coco's done. But again, guys, the average age inside the top 20 is 28 years old. She's got an 8-year window to get these slams and get things done. But my advice to Coco, just rest up, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Take a couple of days to rest, do some things not tennis related, get your mind off, and come back strong for the next tournament. You're going to win several championships this year, and there's nothing to worry about. For Paula Badosa, and that lets you know, Paula Badosa, guys, how long has she been on tour? Anyone? You guys know? Paula Badosa's been on tour a while, ladies and gentlemen, and the reality here is, this is her first slam semifinal. She's 27 years old. She's 7 years older than Coco. She doesn't have the accomplishments that Coco has. So Coco has nothing to worry about. But for Paula Badosa, we have to be happy for her because you never know when it all comes together for you. And this could be an opportunity where she could really make something big of it. She's going to play the winner of Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova and or her best friend Sabalenka. My personal opinion, even though Sabalenka's her good friend, she better be hoping that Anastasia can pull off the upset. I think it's a long shot, quite frankly, because, I think that match's going to be very short, to be honest with you. But I do think it's a long shot because Sabalenka plays so fast and wide and aggressive. She's going to put a lot of pressure on Anastasia to have to cover ground. I think there's going to be a lot of mistakes made in that match. But Paula Badosa, she did win 7 lower level titles, but she's only got 4 main tour titles, and this is her first slam semifinal appearance. So I think she should soak it in again. Be thankful because it's very tough to make a slam semifinal, especially in Australia, and having that back injury and just so many doubts and things with her career, for her to come back, I think it's a blessing, and I couldn't be more happy for her and her results this tournament so far. So enjoy it. She could very well be out of this tournament tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with the match tonight. I'm your host, Good Energy, guys. We are going to cover Sabalenka, Anastasia, and tomorrow we have Iga Swiatek, guys. Now it kind of looks like it's opening up for Iga. Right now, I gave you the odds earlier. Iga and Sabalenka, it's pretty much neck and neck to win this thing. I think we have some great matchups. I think Madison Keys is going to get past Svitolina, and Iga, it's really looking like she might win this thing, to be honest with you. She had an easy draw. This is the toughest matchup she has coming up next against Emma Navarro. The thing with Emma is she's winning so many matches she should have lost. She said in the post-match interview that stamina is not an issue. She said it's helping her form. She's not tired. She likes the long matches, but I just have that feeling that it might catch up to her with Iga, who's refreshed, who's well-rested, and going to play a lot more aggressive. That's going to cause Emma Navarro to have to play bigger and stronger, and that's going to exude a lot of energy that she may not have. Guys, you never know. After playing several 3-hour matches, 3-set matches, Emma Navarro's been on court for 10 hours. She could wake up sore. Despite the ice baths and massages, she could still wake up sore and hindered. So, to me, it looks like Sabalenka and Iga in the championship. But I think Madison Keys could be the X factor. Congratulations, Paula Badosa. She upsets Coco Gauff. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back, guys. Thanks for love and support. Another tournament winding its way down.